Hi, chat. Hello, hello. Happy Sunday. It's so weird to be live on a Sunday. I never do that. Um, Although I did used to do that like 5 years ago. I would have Sunday streams, but it's been a long time. But hello, it is so good to see all of you. I hope you guys are doing well. First crew, Yule, Rose, Thomas, Felipe, and Hopeful Weirdo. Congratulations. I was confused as fuck. Me too. Yeah, we went back 5 years in time. Imagine. Oh my goodness. That'd be a different row. Very different. Same room though. That's one thing that hasn't changed, although it looked a whole lot different. It looked a whole lot different. We're gonna remix again. Also, Ryan, hi, it is good to see you. Yes, I chopped it off. Like 3 months ago, 2 months ago, something like that. It used to be this long, but I was done with it, so I chopped it off. Also confused on Friday. I was not here on Friday. I was at a party. I was very much drinking champagne and looking very fancy. I did see the Loftia news. Oh my goodness. You have no idea how excited I am. It is. I can't wait. Fall is so much sooner than I expected. I genuinely expected it to like be later than end of the year. What's Loftia news? They announced a release window, which is going to be fall 2026. Oh my goodness, all those things happening all at once. Charlotte, you're home. Let's go. I have seen this in the schedule, but it's really confusing my brain. Yeah, both of us. Yeah. Yeah. That's so many memories. Holy shit. That is 2 Twitch babies. Damn. Also 1.5 year. That's kind of wild. That is honestly kind of wild. Thank you so much for the ridiculously long resub and also on tier tier 3. That is wild. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate that so much. Yes, no, Esther. I was going to do them today. I was actually going to do them today at the beginning of stream. We have 2 wheel spins. They have been from quite a while ago. They were from when Paralives was released, and we had like 2 insane hype trains, and we got wheel spins. But then TwitchCon happened, so I was thinking we can do them today. There's a couple of things. No, there's a little caveat. If it is baby voice, I'm gonna have to skip it. It's not, my voice is not agreeing with that. I think all the other things should be fine, but baby voice will just put me in a coughing fit, I'm afraid. Ooh, let's go, Love Ghosted. Let's go, let's go. Paralyzed on your wish list for years. It looks so fun. It is really good. I can highly recommend it. Also, Certifiable Panda, thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Hold on. I'm so behind on so many things. Thank you so much for the 3 month resub. I appreciate that. And then Mirna as well with the 11-month resub. Thank you so much. As you can hear, I'm still coughing, so that's great. But thank you both so much for those resubs. Please enjoy all of your subby perks for a whole month more. I appreciate that a ton. And thank you so much for kicking off that hype train. Esther. What was that? Brian, what was that last bit? Scarboozle, thank you so much for the biddies. I appreciate that. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And also, Marilyn, let's go. Custom sound alert. Let's freaking go. Oh my goodness. Please feel free to make a ticket in the Discord. Let me know what you would like, and I'll set it up for you as soon as possible. I might have time for it tomorrow during the day, so you can use it on the next gaming stream or on the next co-working, of course, depending on when you're there. But let's go. That's so many points. Thank you so much. Nice, Charlotte. Let's go. It works. Let me know if the volume was good. Let me know if the volume was good. um, but to everyone, welcome in. I hope you guys are all doing amazing. Thank you so much for being here on a weird Sunday. Also, Certifiable Panda, thank you so much for 125 biddies. I appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. What the heck? And Tia, thank you so much for the 14-month resub. Thank you, thank you. Please enjoy all your subby perks for a whole month more. What the heck is happening? Love the hair today. Thank you. I did a hair mask, and I think it worked. As in, my hair is herring. I put like a hair mask in, and then I left it in for like 2.5 hours. At one point, my head was really cold because I had wet hair the entire time, but it was worth it because my hair feels really healthy and soft right now. But yeah. Hold on. I was trying to catch up with so many things in chat. You're saving up to set up a new one. Oh my goodness. Why are you scared to use it? Why are you scared to use it, Myrna? Riri, excuse me. What the heck? Thank you so much for the 5 gifted. That's really, really kind. Thank you, thank you, thank you. To everyone who just got gifted a sub, please enjoy all your subby perks for a whole month. Courtesy of Riri. That is incredibly generous. Thank you so much. Oops, I slipped. Wait, it's been so long since I heard that one. It's been so long since I heard that one. I like it. Maybe the sound is a bit more leveled now. I did turn some of the alerts down a little bit. I don't know if that helps, but also welcome into everyone who's joining. I hope you guys are all doing well. Also, thank you so much for all the streaks. I see so many streaks. What the heck? I appreciate it. I appreciate it so much. So many really long streaks as well. That's absolutely like multiple streaks plus 100. And then Thomas with 190. That's insane. I wonder if at one point I guess probably, but at one point someone's going to use or not use get to a whole year, like 365. That'd be wild. That'd be absolutely wild. But thank you guys so much for for the hype train. This morning, wait, hold on. You bought a Switch 2. You wanted to sell it. Wait. Why do you want to sell it? Do you not like it? I don't think I realized that you didn't like it. I thought that you were really happy with it. But it's super nice that you get to sell to someone you know. That's so much safer. Relocating cross country soon. Okay, good luck with that. That sounds like a big project. Today I saw a game ad that literally advertised how the game uses AI and a lot of yeah. I know, Rose. I know. Games that brag about using AI, I will not understand. I'm like, that's not the flex you think it is. It just makes me really sad. But it's even weirder if games like use it as their advertisement. Like, I think generally you're going to lose more audience than you gain with that, but who knows? Who knows? Did I say it wrong? Did I say 356? Oh, the OG Switch. That makes so much more sense. That makes so much more sense. I know you. I know. But unfortunately, there is. And it confuses me. I also sometimes get people like commenting on my YouTube videos. Just today, someone commented, like it was a video, which I made like months ago, about how to keep your Sims gameplay interesting. And they were like, oh yeah, I just use AI to generate legacy challenges for me. Cuckoo, what the heck? Thank you so much for the 10 gifted. That is really, really kind. Hello? Thank you so much. To everyone who just got gifted a sub, please enjoy all of your subby perks for a whole month, courtesy of Cuckoo. That is really sweet. What the heck? Thank you, thank you. I appreciate that a ton. Thank you so much. Expecting that to be helpful somehow. Exactly. Yeah. Also, hi, Chris. It's good to see you. Hello, hello. Oh, you were not the only one, Chris. Apparently, you guys are like, this is actually a thing that I should be like so lucky with, or I am really lucky with the fact that so many of you guys are so adjusted to my regular schedule. But I actually talked about this on Friday at the party that I went to. Like, someone asked, they were like, "Oh, so you're here now, but normally you stream on Fridays." And I'm like, yeah, I adjusted my schedule. And then they were like, "Oh, so you have like, do you think there's people in your chat waiting right now that are like confused about your schedule?" I was like, "Oh, I'm pretty sure there are, yeah." And they're like, "Oh, are they gonna be okay?" I was like, "Yeah, I'm streaming Sunday. I'm making up for it." Also, Mels, thank you so much for the 100 biddies. I appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I was not okay. I'm so sorry. I am so sorry. Chris, what the heck? Thank you so much for the 2,000 bits. That's crazy. Thank you so much. So there's actually a fun story behind that alert. Because I originally wanted to add the real song that I'm dancing to into it, which is Lemon Tree. Do you know that Twitch alerts just simply doesn't allow you to upload it because it's copyrighted? It's like, no, you're not allowed to do that. So I had to find another song that was copyright free that matched the moving tempo. Was really difficult, ironically, because I really wanted it to like still look like I'm vibing to the song. And then I realized GIFs very often go out of sync, so it doesn't really matter. But yeah, every single time, if that ever pops up, you can imagine Lemon Tree, because that's the original song I'm bopping to. But Twitch was like, no, we don't do that here. So yeah. But a lot of people, oh yeah, but that's a different system, Scramboozle. Like, I can play copyrighted music, but Twitch alerts on their website don't allow you to upload copyrighted music. Different systems. One is my own system at home in OBS. One is Twitch's system online on their own platform. So it makes sense. But yeah, I was a little disappointed because I was like, this is perfect. But it is really long and it is still a nice party. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. But thank you so much. That is incredible. What the heck? Thank you so much for the 2,000 bits. And then Faye coming in with the 200 bits. Thank you so much for that as well. And then Yule coming in with the 69 biddies. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. What the heck? And then Sage coming in with a custom sound alert redeem. Thank you so much for hanging out enough that you got to redeem that. And now we have a hype train, which is at what level? Level 7? That's ridiculous. But Sage, feel free to make a ticket in the Discord. Let me know what you would like, and I'll set it up for you ASAP. But thank you guys so much. I don't even know what's going on. In the last week of May, I decided that I'll unlock this alert in June unless someone else does it. But I'm afraid these might be my last bits of the month because I gotta be a responsible adult now. That is valid. Honestly, that is very fair. Responsible adulting is also very much encouraged here. But thank you so much. That is really sweet. Also, that means that we did actually unlock both of these goals 2 times over. So now we're doing 4 wheel spins. Surprise! Because we still had 2 left, and now we're doing 4. Again, I think I can do all of them but the baby voice. That one is one we're gonna skip. Because my voice is not allowing it. It's not, I don't think that's happening. I agree. Being a responsible adult really sucks sometimes. I don't like it either. Streaming on the wait, there is it the last day of the K3 originals? Oh. I'm so happy I got to see it, but I'm also so sad that it's going to be over. Yes, we're going to do them today because I've been kind of like postponing them until we had a stream where we just had a little bit more time and a little bit more vibes. And I think if we do them today, that should be fine. Yes, the counters bob a little bit. They've always done that. Wow. I've actually not coughed that much today, but in all fairness, I've also barely talked today. I was home alone. And I recorded a speed build, which requires me not to talk. And then I recorded a bunch for like a big Minecraft video that I'm working on, but it was mostly in silence as well. So I feel like that's probably... I did not create my own counters. No, I bought these widgets on Etsy. I know how to do certain things, but this is a little bit above my pay grade or my knowledge. I do notice that these ones are really close together if that number goes to 3, and I don't like that, so I want to fix it really quickly. Is that bad? I know it's like not a big deal, but it is a big deal to me, and I know, again, probably doesn't matter, but like I don't like it. So I'll just put it a little bit further apart. That's better. That's better. Here, that's the thing, Chris. They do stack up. That is, I wish numbers didn't work like that, but they do. And it's especially sucks if you have to be a responsible adult. I very much hate that. Not like in this particular case, but like for every single person who has to be a responsible adult, because sometimes you don't want to. Silly question, but how, where do, on the Discord, wait, I can show you. Hold on. I can go here. So on Discord, what you're going to do is there is a little section called Town Hall. And then you're going to go into the channel called Support. And then you're going to click this button that says Create Ticket. And then on the side here, you'll see a ticket created that only you, me, and the moderators can see. Oh, that's a nice emote, actually. I like that one. The golfing one is very funny. I know, Chris, once you see it, you can't unsee it. That is very true. Also, I realized Ryan asked earlier about the Opera GX link. If you want to hold on. That goes for anyone. If you're looking for a really nice new browser and you want to support my stream at the same time, this might be your opportunity. This month, we're sponsored by Opera GX, which is the browser that I've been using for the past 3.5, 4 years at this point. It is a very nice browser that comes with a lot of upsides, specifically if you are someone who likes to game, because you can actually limit the amount of resources that your browser is using, meaning that your computer doesn't start to lag when you're trying to watch a stream and game at the same time. So yeah, if you want to check it out, the link was posted in chat earlier. For every new user on PC, which means that you don't have the browser yet and you download it on your PC. I guess it does work if you have a new PC. So maybe you downloaded it before, but now you got a laptop or a work laptop or whatever. Feel free to use that link. I get paid per download. So you literally directly support my content by downloading it and installing it. If we get to 150 users, I even get a cheeky little bonus. Yes, Ryan, light themes are actually an accessibility feature. A lot of people are struggling to read dark themes because there's not enough contrast. And Opera, wow. Discord actually recently added one that has enough contrast. But at this point, I'm so used to my light theme that when I switched, it just looked ugly and I couldn't deal with it anymore. Imagine she spoiled the secret garden. At this point, I'm very aware of needing to click into another channel before going into Discord because I always have my mod chat open. So whenever I share my Discord, I make sure to click out of it. Let's go, Ellie. Thank you so much. You're so sweet. Also, it's really good to see you. I hope you're doing well. Used Opera for a while. I mean, that's good for you. It is a nice browser. So that's actually very, very useful. Because vibes, it is also vibes. I do, to be honest, this particular theme I feel like is not too white. Like the sort of like little sort of creamy pinkness to it makes it that it doesn't hurt my eyes as much. Oh, bright things cause me pain as well, but I rather be able to read something. It's like kind of lesser of two evils, I guess. Also, Ellie, may I say that you look absolutely fabulous today. That purple really suits you. It's a great color. It goes very well with your name. And with like the whole aesthetic. It's like it's always meant to be there. For anyone who's like, Ro, what the fuck are you talking about? Ellie got a freaking Twitch partner. Which means we have another partnered coworker, which is so awesome. And just in general, Ellie is awesome. And you know, you guys should absolutely go follow her right now. But, ooh, new user, let's go. Oprah downloads. Thank you guys so much for wanting to download Oprah. I appreciate it a ton. Do you guys want to do some wheel spins? Considering that we also want to play some Town to City today, we should probably get started with the wheel spins, huh? Yeah, apparently the new widget updates in real time. Or like real time, I guess, as in, I'm assuming there's some delay on it. I don't think it's like the moment someone clicks the link, bam, it happens. But at least, because for anyone who doesn't know, I've done sponsorships with Oprah before. The last one was more than a year ago at this point, because I realized that I had done quite some in a short time. So I figured, you know what, let's actually pause it for a little bit and then come back to it at a later point. But they beforehand they had a widget that they like manually updated every 24 hours. And now they have one that updates automatically and looks a lot better. I like this the widget right now. It has like different styles. It's much nicer to you know, like actually fit in the stream aesthetic. Good. Yes, good on you, Chris, because Twitch should be ashamed for not giving it to her earlier. Yay, let's go, Marilyn. I'm so happy it arrived. Thanks for letting me know. I'm so happy to hear that. Also, Seuss is gonna chill here. I stole one of her blankets. I have been so cold today. Oh, yeah. So Mick used to be a mod. As in, I think Mick became an honorary mod, aka an X mod plus VIP, like 2.5 years ago at this point. Quite a long time. Mick was one of my first mods, actually. My actual first mod was Sweetie, and then we added Mick and Tub Tub like 2 months later. But then, you know, life got busy, stuff happened. Well, not like negative things happened, but it was more like, you know, Mick was like, I don't think I can be there as consistently anymore. So we decided to swap the mod sword into a VIP badge so that Mick could just hang out here and vibe instead of feeling like he always needed to be here to mod. But that's been a while ago. And then we had MCC, and we realized that all of the mods that speak Dutch were in the audience at TwitchCon. So I was obviously streaming in Dutch, or like partially streaming in Dutch, which meant that during that particular stream on Sunday, we were also allowing chatters to speak Dutch in chat, because it would be kind of weird if I'm speaking Dutch and then someone else is in chat like typing Dutch and then we're like, sorry, not allowed. So then Mick offered to actually help out for the first 2 hours of the stream of MCC, because he speaks Dutch, and he was like, you know what, I'm gonna be there anyways, and I'll be at home. I'm gonna be watching from the computer so I can help out with modding. So then we gave the mod sword back, and I just haven't removed it yet. I just haven't like basically turned it back to a VIP badge, because I don't think Mick is gonna come back as like a full-time mod, unless he wants to. He's super welcome. Everyone who used to mod for me, if they decide to, you know, step out for a while, they're always welcome back. But I think life is still very much very busy. So I actually wanted to check in with him. Like, is it okay if I remove it again? But I just haven't done that yet because it's been so busy after TwitchCon. Right? Nice story. But yeah, Mick is one of the OGs. Also, when we do like our mod breakfast at TwitchCon, Mick is also still invited. Like, that's kind of the thing with if you're a mod for me. Unless we end on bad terms, which luckily I've never had. Like, I've never had a bad situation with any of my mods, thank God. But like, even if you decide to no longer specifically mod for me because life happens or you're busy or, you know, you don't like it or something, you still put time and effort in helping the community a ton. So yeah, that's like one of those things where once a mod, kind of always a mod, a little bit. It's just a mod now, can't leave. I mean, Mick has proven that you can do it. You can leave. He's done it before. But yeah, I think that's something that I find very important, like for all of my mods, that they always feel like if they ever want to put down the mod sword, or in Esther's case, the hammer, they're always like, it's always okay to do that. It doesn't mean that you're no longer welcome in the community or that you cannot be part of like our little team. Because I feel like over the past couple of years, the mod team itself has also grown a lot closer. Like we've met each other, we've seen each other, we have our little mod chat where people are just yapping and like we get to know each other a little bit better. So it is a weird thing if you stop modding for a certain streamer to like fall out of that, I guess. So yeah, I always try to make sure that even if you're no longer a mod, you're still part of like that little group C, because for all that time you have put into it, it's weird to just be like, okay, closing the door and then pretending it never happened or something. So yeah, once a mod, a little bit, always a mod. Also, the ads are currently running. I'm gonna put up the wheel spin. And then I'm gonna wait until the ads are over before I actually spin it. And I think I'll just spin it 4 times. I'll write down what we have and then I'll do the things. Do you guys have anything that you're hoping for? Because I know some of the things on the wheel I do feel like are a favorite. Such high expectations towards myself that I couldn't keep up and just decided to quit because I felt so bad whenever I couldn't be there. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's the thing with modding. It's like that weird balance of like you want to help out, but also you have to be realistic about like you can't be there every single. We can't do the phone call anymore, Esther. It doesn't work with this microphone. Is it? I don't think it's on there even. I think I removed it because it doesn't work. I tried to set it up and it just doesn't work. Yes, Hunger Games is on the wheel. Now I'm gonna check if the phone call is still on there because it shouldn't be, because I literally can't do it anymore, which is so sad. Mike happens, I know. Hold on, now I'm curious if it's still on there. I can't really read it. It's way too small. Mm, No, I think I took it off. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I took it off. Okay. We're gonna spin. I am gonna write it down. Let me grab a little note-see. What's the wheel spin about? So every single time we hit both the bit goal and the sub goal, we do a wheel spin. It starts at 10. It does go up. So like we start at 1,000 bits and 10 subs. Today we've already completed it twice, so then the number keeps going up. So we're doing 2 wheel spins for today because we completed both of the goals twice. And then I had 2 wheel spins from like basically 1.5 weeks ago. But that was a stream where we were playing Paralives, and obviously it was like a really busy, big stream. I wanted to make sure to really give the dedication and the time to Paralives. So I decided to move those wheel spins. Also, enjoy Goth Princess. Enjoy all the subby perks for a month. But yeah, let me grab my little note. See, hold on. So that when we spin, I can write down what we spin. Let's do the first one. Oh my God, wear a crown. That's also been a while. For anyone who doesn't know, this is a little bit of channel lore. I used to have a thing, a channel point redemption, which was called Decorate the Streamer. And people could redeem that. And then there were like different things. And one of the things was like a super ugly plastic tiara And then at one point that broke. It literally broke in half because I had worn it so much. And at that point, the stream had also grown quite a lot. So I removed that channel point redemption because I was basically dressing up every single time, every half hour. It was a little bit too much, but I put it on the wheel. So the crown is still there. Yes, we did, Rose. The last time we did a wheel spin, I also got the crown. So I'm going to get the crown. I'll just put that on already. Because I got this. It's difficult with a headband. There we go. But yeah, that's why we still have the crown. It's like part of the original Rose stream lore, you know? We put a timer and then we spin again. Ooh, positive affirmation. I will look those up in a little bit. That's fun. Positive affirmations are good, especially on a Sunday. You guys are lucky. I know that that's one you guys always want. Ooh, and Gartic. That's fun. That's a good mix of things. Okay, so we're going to do 2 mini games, but let's actually start with our positive affirmation for the day. I'm going to look one up. Hold on. Let's see. Ooh, I like this one. Okay, I found one. The positive affirmations of today. And you are welcome to like write this one down if it resonates with you. So you can have it on a little post-it on your desk, or I don't know, maybe in your journal or maybe on your phone or something. I'll explain that in a little bit, Rose. Don't worry. It is, I am more than my circumstances dictate. And I think a lot of us, for different reasons right now in the world that we live in, are in circumstances that aren't always the ones that we wish we were in. Whether that be because of our health, whether that be because of the economy, whether that be because of the place that we live, or any other situation that sometimes can feel very defining of who you are and how you actually have to live your life, or how you should identify. I think it's good to remember that even though some circumstances can absolutely be of strong influence of your life, you are always more than that one singular thing. And I definitely resonate with this as of recently. I mean, you guys know this, my cough and stuff. I've been like struggling with my health. It's not been great. I've not been able to attend a Pilates class in like over a month because my health has just not been that great. TwitchCon was rough on my body and rough on my health. I appreciate every moment of it, but sometimes it's easy to let those circumstances dictate who I am as a person again. I used to be really bad at that and be like, I am someone who cannot do sports. No, I'm someone who struggles to do them more than others, but that doesn't mean I can't do them altogether. And sometimes it's good to remember that. And that goes for everyone here. However your life looks, or like whatever your life looks like right now, you are more than that. And you get to sometimes pick and choose a little bit what things you put emphasis on. Not always, but don't forget to to allow yourself to remember this once in a while, because it is important. Also, I can hide that one so that we can start to pull up the other things. Let's actually start with Gartic, and then we can wrap up with Hunger Games. I think that might be nice. Yes, Esther, agree. Period. Also, thank you so much for the 190 stream streak. Absolutely wild. For anyone who's never played Gartic on stream, it's actually really fun. Oh, hold on. I need to link it again. Gartic on stream is a very simple game. You'll see different illustrations being drawn in real time, and you have to guess what you're seeing. You can just type your guesses into chat. It's connected, so the game will recognize everything that you're writing in chat. And then together we have to try to guess as many things as possible. Hi Liv. Hello, hello. Hold on. Let me make sure that you guys can actually see it. We're gonna do this one. There we go. Our record is level 19. So no pressure, but the chat has been really good at this game. Hi, Lena. Hello, hello. I also suffer from that. Oh, unicorn. Hmm. Oh, that's how you write hula hoop. I don't think I knew that. Huh? I'm so bad this round. What the heck? I've not gotten anything. But you guys did. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Hi, Nymphleora. Hello, hello. Waiting for the update to drop. Oh, no. We just had some wheel spins. The update's been out for 2 weeks. Or not 2 weeks, but like quite a long time. The full game released on the 26th of May. Who is drawing? Oh, these are drawings that were taken from another version of Gartic. So no one's drawing. This is just a computer drawing. Oh, dang it. You guys are doing so well. Magnifying glass. Okay. I got one. Finally. Pumpkin. What? You guys did so well, though. Let's go. I was about to type that. Oh. What is it called when they are like fishing with the thing? Ugh. I have no idea what any of these are. I typed wind, but just with a typo. This one was so hard. This one was insane. I don't think I've ever seen such a difficult level as this one. But GG's. GG's. Look at that. Look at that top 3. But yeah, that means that we're going to do Hunger Games. So I am really quickly going to go. It's also clear they do not filter on things that are never. Oh, no, absolutely not. Absolutely not. Okay, so for the Hunger Games simulator, for anyone who's never played this before, it is very simple. You don't have to really do anything. Yes, we're going to set up the music as well. You don't really have to do anything apart from let me know that you want to participate. We always do that by putting a specific emoji in chat. So I will pick the emoji. I will put it in chat in a second. And then you guys can all post it. It's first come, first serve. There's 24 spots, though, so there's quite a lot of space for people to join. Oh, yeah, we can put slow mode back on, I think. I think this is season 29. Standard. Okay, hold on. Also, this simulator automatically assigns a gender. I just read it in a gender neutral form. I don't adjust it for everyone because they also only use binary genders. So I just read it in they them pronouns. But if I mess up because I'm literally just reading it, then I'm sorry. I do my best to like not mess up, but sometimes it trips me up to read and like translate at the same time, basically. Okay, I'm gonna find the Hunger Games music. We always listen to one particular song, which somehow therefore always ends up in my like Spotify Wrapped. The Hunger Games is always in there. Okay. Hold on. That is ready. So, if you want to join this round of the Hunger Games, and like I said, once you've said in chat that you want to join, you don't have to do anything else. I put you in the generator and I read the story. So you can just sit back, relax, enjoy the ride. It is a simulator that basically just uses names from chat to simulate a Hunger Games story. You can post this emoji in chat if you want to join. Chris, You knew that I was going to pick that one, didn't you? Because you were so fast. That you posted it exactly the same time as I did. That's insane, actually. That's kind of funny. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Okay, we go here. And then we start. I mean, I guess, Chris, that gets you spot number 1. Oh my God, I can type. Also, if you win, you get a special role in the Discord. I hope that's not too long. Sometimes I can't do the underscore. I know that the game will not allow me to do that. Hold on. I can type. I always want to type your name with 1 Y instead of 2. Let's see. Oh my God, you guys were so fast today. Also, I just realized we don't listen to this one. I misclicked on the song. Lol. I'm just going to have to type your name as 1 full thing because it doesn't allow me to do underscores. Hold on. Okay. That's it. If you didn't get in, I'm very sorry. We will do this probably again at some point. So I did almost get everyone, but I only have 24 spots. Don't use images. There we go. Submit. Yeah. Your name is too long. I'll just change it to she watches and just get rid of the Twitch part. I think that will be okay. Okay, everyone. District check. Make sure that you know in which district you are and who your district buddy is. I'll zoom in a little bit. There we go. Always watching. Exactly. Exactly. But yeah, put some hype in chat for your district. Make sure that you are aware of who your district buddy is because we have seen this in the past. District buddies can also kill each other. Sometimes the battlefield gets really rough. So just know who your real and remember who the real enemy is. Okay? Remember. Okay, let's get started. The bloodbath. As the tributes stand on their podiums, the horn sounds. Micah kills Rocky as they try to run. Oof, that is a rough start. She watches, takes a sickle from inside the cornucopia. Alma takes a handful of throwing knives. Kiwi, Reef Shark, and Yule start fighting, but Reef Shark runs away as Kiwi kills Yule. Damn. Okay. Esther runs away. Nymphleora and Paige fight for a bag. Nymphleora gives up and retreats. Felipe clutches a first aid kit and runs away. Carolina runs away with a lighter and some rope. Thomas runs away. Maggie finds a backpack full of camping equipment. Faye runs away. Marilyn runs away. Wicked retrieves a trident from inside the cornucopia. Sophie runs away. Rose runs away. Chris runs away. Myrna gathers as much food as they can. Selrama runs away. Hopeful Weirdo runs away. And Jess finds a backpack full of camping equipment. Alma throws a knife into Carolina's chest. Damn, this is one hell of a start. Rose and Jess work together for the day. Esther receives clean water from an unknown sponsor. Myrna tries to sleep through the entire day. Paige fishes. She watches, tries to spare fish with a trident. Thank you for the follow. Welcome in. Wicked goes hunting. Sophie receives clean water from an unknown sponsor. Maggie and Kiwi split up and search for resources. Marilyn steals from Reef Shark while they aren't looking. Philippa receives an explosive from an unknown sponsor. I just realized it isn't. I want the repeat song. Come on. Marilyn steals. Oh, I read that. Philippa receives an explosive. Chris begs Selrama to kill them. They refuse, keeping Chris alive. Micah defeats Hopeful Weirdo in a fight, but spares their life. Nymphleora receives medical supplies from an unknown sponsor. Faye tries to spare fish with a trident. Thomas searches for a water source. Fallen tributes, day 1. Rocky, Yul, and Carolina. May your souls rest in peace. Nymphleora receives medical supplies from an unknown sponsor. Philippa cooks their food before putting the fire out. Faye receives clean water from an unknown sponsor. Alma defeats Maggie in a fight but spares their life. Sophie cooks their food before putting the fire out. Paige, Chris, Reef Shark, and Esther tell each other ghost stories to lighten the mood. Wicked cooks their food before putting the fire out. Kiwi bashes Hopeful Weirdo's head in with a mace. Oh. Casually, just like that. Selrama receives fresh food from an unknown sponsor. She watches, begs for Myrna to kill them. They refuse, keeping She Watches alive. Rose cooks their food before putting the fire out. Marilyn and Thomas talk about the tributes still alive. Jess passes out from exhaustion. Micah receives medical supplies from an unknown sponsor. Alma sprains their ankle while running away from Selrama. Chris receives a hatchet from an unknown sponsor. Reef Shark and Thomas work together for the day. Myrna tends to Jess' wounds. Micah, Philippa, Sophie, and Wicked hunt for other tributes. She Watches and Rose work together for the day. Paige repeatedly stabs Nymphleora to death with a sace. Damn. Okay. Maggie stalks Faye. Esther defeats Marilyn in a fight, but they spare their life. And Kiwi is pricked by thorns while picking berries. 2 cannon shots can be heard in the distance. Hopeful Weirdo and Nymphleora. May you rest in peace. Night 2. Micah goes to sleep. Philippa receives fresh food from an unknown sponsor. Myrna, Sophie, Thomas, and Selrama tell each other ghost stories to lighten the mood. Wicked unknowingly eats toxic berries. Esther questions their sanity. Faye goes to sleep. Paige sets off an explosive, killing She Watches and Reef Shark. Jess and Chris run into each other and decide to truce for the night. Maggie accidentally steps on a landmine. Marilyn stays awake all night. Rose bleeds out due to untreated injuries. Kiwi goes to sleep. Alma receives clean water from an unknown sponsor. Day 3. Kiwi, Selrama, Esther, Jess, and Sophie hunt for other tributes. Chris hunts for other tributes. Faye searches for firewood. Thomas scares Paige off. Micah receives clean water from an unknown sponsor. Philippa sees smoke rising in the distance but decides not to investigate. Myrna discovers a cave. Alma fishes. Marilyn is pricked by thorns while picking berries. Fallen tributes, day 3. 5 cannon shots can be heard in the distance. Wicked, She Watches, Reef Shark, Maggie, and Rose. Let's do a little status check. District 1 is fully in. District 2 is fully in. District 3, Kiwi with 2 kills. District 4 is fully in. District 5 is fully in. District 6 is fully out. District 7 is fully in. District 8 is fully out. District 9 going strong with Philippa only. District 10 is fully out. District 11 with Paige with the most kills. And then District 12, Selrama only alive. Night 3. Paige, Sophie, and Kiwi sleep in shifts. Thomas lets Philippa into their shelter. Selrama begs Micah to kill them. They refuse, keeping Selrama alive. Chris is awoken by nightmares. Myrna passes out from exhaustion. Faye and Marilyn talk about the tributes still alive. Alma tries to sing themselves to sleep. Esther unknowingly eats toxic berries. Jess cooks their food before putting the fire out. Thomas stabs Philippa with a tree branch. You guys like stabbing this round. What the heck? Selrama fishes. Kiwi receives an explosive from an unknown sponsor. Faye goes hunting. Paige receives a hatchet from an unknown sponsor. Chris stalks Sophie. Jess, Myrna, Marilyn, and Alma raid Micah's camp while they are out hunting. 2 cannon shots can be heard in the distance. Esther and Philippa. Chris fends Kiwi, Micah, and Selrama away from their fire. Faye starts a fire. Paige receives a hatchet from an unknown sponsor. Alma and Sophie hold hands. Jess and Marilyn sleep in shifts. Myrna screams for help. Thomas stays awake all night. Day 5. Paige runs away from Marilyn. Salrama injures themselves. Faye camouflages themselves in the bushes. Micah receives a hatchet from an unknown sponsor. Kiwi overhears Thomas and Alma talking in the distance. Chris defeats Myrna in a fight but spares their life. Sophie defeats Jess in a fight but spares their lives. I feel an arena event coming. I have this no deaths on day 5. I have a feeling that something is going to happen. Night 5. Sophie and Marilyn hold hands. Thomas, Jess, Paige, Alma, and Kiwi sleep in shifts. Myrna, Chris, Salrama, and Faye tell each other ghost stories to lighten the mood, and Micah tries to treat their infection. Day 6. Jess receives an explosive from an unknown sponsor. Faye, Chris, and Salrama successfully ambush and kill Kiwi, Myrna, and Sophie. Marilyn fishes. Thomas defeats Alma in a fight, but spares their life. Micah runs away from Paige. Oof. Okay, so 3 losses on day 6. That's rough. Kiwi, Myrna, and Sophie. Let's do another district check. District 3, still fully alive. There's now multiple people with 3 kills. That's actually quite insane. Then we have District 2, only Thomas. Then we have District 4, only Faye. District 5, only Alma. District 7 is fully alive. District 11 with Paige, and District 12 with Salrama. Night 6. Alma and Paige track down and kill Faye. Jess tends to their wounds. Marilyn silently snaps Thomas's neck. Chris receives an explosive from an unknown sponsor. Salrama thinks about home. Micah is unable to start a fire and sleeps without warmth. The feast. The cornucopia is replenished with food, supplies, weapons, and memoirs from the tribute's families. Jess, Salrama, and Chris get into a fight. Jess triumphantly kills them both. Paige decides not to go to the feast. Micah decides not to go to the feast. Marilyn kills Alma as they try to run. Paige kills Micah with a hatchet. Jess kills Marilyn with a sickle. So we have a finale. Paige versus Jess. Can we get some drum rolls in chat? I think I might have to click twice because I think we'll see the fallen of day 7. But we can already do the drum rolls. That's a lot of fallen tributes. So quick check. It is District 7 versus District 11. Jess with 3 kills and Paige with 5 kills. Thank you for the follow. Welcome in. Okay, you guys ready? We're going to see who's going to win. Paige catches Jess off guard and kills them. Paige, you just won the Hunger Games with 6 kills. I think that is the highest I've ever seen. And also, I think it's the first time that I've seen the person with the most kills actually win. Damn. GG's. Are you in the Discord? And if so, what is your username in the Discord? If not, that's also completely fine. But if you are, we will give you the Hunger Games winner role. we actually have a special role. Same username as here? Okay, perfect. Perfect. It's just a little something. And if you don't have any of the other roles in the Discord, basically it'll show like a little Mockingjay pin next to your name. But yeah, that's what the Hunger Games is all about. Thank you, Esther. Thank you for setting it up. That is always fun. I like to do the Hunger Games. But now that we've done Hunger Games and we've had an incredibly violent round, it is time for us to actually play some Town to City. How do you guys feel about that? I'm actually very excited about it because I haven't opened the game at all since the update. So there's gonna be lots of new content, I think. Also, we just did 4 wheel spins, but just thank you again, everyone, for, The only reason we do the wheel spins is because you guys are incredibly generous. So thank you for that. I appreciate that so much. It is really, really kind. You just finished playing Town to City. You were like, you're like you passing on the baton, you know. Guess it's fine. Oh well. Okay, hold on. Let me find the game because I have too many games in my Steam library at this point. I'm gonna start it up, and then I think actually I might pause the Spotify music. I just put it back on again, but we have in-game music, and I actually really like the Town City music, so I would like to listen to that if that's okay with you guys. Thank you for the self-care check. Wow. Okay. Oh, hold on. I think we should. No. That's not your internet. That's my stream actually going haywire. I don't know if you guys can still hear me. I don't think the stream fully went down. We do? Okay, good. Good. I think we should be okay now. It's stabilized. That was really strange. My bit rate went to like 12,000 out of nowhere. Very, very weird. But we're still here, so that's good. That is good. Well, as soon as I click into the game, I get encoding overloads again. That's not good. There's always music on the menu, Esther. So that has always been the case. It looks fine. Yeah, my OBS keeps telling me encoding overload, so we'll have to keep an eye on it. Let's see what happens if we load into the game. I mean, maybe this is ironically enough a very fun moment to tell you guys about something exciting. I'm gonna set everything up for it and like announce it on Discord tomorrow. But I guess maybe this would be a good time to talk about it. Anyone who's in the Rose Room who saw... I posted a little hint at something. Oh, the stream is lagging again. Stream is very much lagging. Which is, I don't know why it does that, because this game is not even that heavy. But, maybe, very soon, this won't be an issue anymore. I mean, potentially. Just maybe. Pretty sure, actually. I'm getting a new PC. And I'm not just getting a new PC. I'm getting a full custom build. Sponsored. Which is insanity to me. Like, I've been like secretly really excited about this for a month, but I couldn't talk about it because I wanted to make sure that before I talked about it, the contract was signed and everything was ready. But, hold on. They actually sent me an email the other day. And they said, do you want to see a sneak peek of your new PC? And I said, of course I want that. Guys, she is beauty. She is grace. She is stunning. She is the most beautiful PC I've ever seen. She is also insanely overpowered. When they reached out to my management that they wanted to work with me, I said, well, I would love to, but I already have a pretty decked out PC. So would they be willing to upgrade things? And they said, yes, we will upgrade everything. As in my CPU, my GPU, my internal storage, my like functional storage, my RAM, everything. This is not a short-term partnership. I'm partnering with the creators, the PC specialist. I'm partnering with them for a long term. So that you'll hear me talk about this. You'll hear me talk about this more throughout the coming months on stream in my YouTube videos. But this is genuinely one of the most crazy deals I've ever done. I got to pick everything myself. The case, these are like RGB cables. Also, this is actually my PC. Like, there's a little USB configuration here that I requested as like a custom add-on. This is actually my PC. Look at how cool that looks. I can just flip it around. RGB cables, yes. So this is actually lit up. When the PC is on, there's like light in the cables. I know, Mick. I know. She is beauty and also a beast. Exactly. But yeah, she should arrive somewhere this month. I got the confirmation that she's built and they're doing like testing and stuff right now to make sure that the computer actually works. Then they're going to send it to me. I'm not going to do dual PC setup because I have absolutely zero use for it. It just would make all of my setup way more complicated than it needs to be. My current PC is going to move downstairs. So that downstairs, I already had a setup with like a screen and my laptop. But I'm going to move my current PC downstairs so that I can also occasionally work from there if I want to. And I can game there because Scott always games downstairs. And then this is going to go on my desk. Yes, there will be, Thomas. Don't worry. I will set everything up tomorrow with like more information about the PC specialist, with everything. Like, they're coming to the Netherlands. That's one of the reasons that they want to work with me. Is currently the PC specialist is they do ship to the Netherlands, but from the UK, which obviously means import costs, stuff like that. But they're coming to the Netherlands, which is one of the reasons they wanted to work with me. That's happening later this year. And they were looking for a creator based in the Netherlands that could help them promote the service. It is a service that I have heard of before. I've heard really good things about the PC specialist from other people that have worked with them. You can basically configure your entire computer on their website. They give advice on which parts go together, which ones don't go together. They have a special page for white builds. So like mine, I wanted to make sure that all my parts were white. They have a special page so that you can do that, stuff like that. I'm not taking a day off for setting it up. I'm doing that on my break. So the PC will arrive somewhere this month. And then I'm going to set it up during my time off because I'm already taking 12 days off in the first week of July. I figured that's actually a perfect time to make the switch because I'm not working then anyways. So if my PC is out of order for like 2 days, that's fine. I won't miss it anyways. I know, Thomas. I know. But yeah, it should arrive somewhere in the coming weeks, and then I'm going to set it up and make the big switch in the beginning of July. So yeah, I'm really excited, but I was waiting like on all the confirmations and everything because I didn't want to like tell you guys because obviously this is a really big deal. Like I want you guys to know that I have freaked out multiple times over this already because this is no small thing. Like this is one of those deals that I don't think I like even dreamed of because it's just so out there, specifically in the economy right now with like RAM prices and hard drive prices and stuff like that, like graphic card price. It's insane. And then to get an upgrade for everything like this just assures me that I don't have to make this investment myself in a couple of years, which as a creator who needs my PC literally every single day is just bonkers. Absolutely bonkers. Because 1K is in the 32 gigabytes of RAM. Wait, what? At 3K PC still. Yeah, I know. I will have 64 gigabytes of RAM later. And I will have a 5070 RTX. I will have 7 terabyte of storage and 4 terabytes of SSD. It's actually insane. More space for new games, exactly. Also, any game should run. Like, I will literally, I'll have an i9 processor. It's like, there's quite literally, if there's a game that doesn't run on my PC, then no one can play that game. So yeah, I haven't named her. You'll ask what her name is. Actually, my current PC also doesn't have a name. Yes, Mick. If I remember correctly, it should have 3200 megahertz, yes. This one will need a name. Ooh, Snow White. I like that, actually. Interesting. That's a good one. I like it. Also, Emma, that's a really good question. If you want, in our Discord, we actually have a channel in the topics chat section, which is called Techies. If you ask it there, it sometimes can be a little bit easier because PC building, it actually can get quite complicated, especially if you want to delve a little deeper in like what games you play and what specs you need for those. So if anyone can give any advice, I can also help you and think along, but I know that there's a lot of people in this chat that actually do know quite some things about PC building or like what specs you need to buy for like a pre-built PC. But sometimes it's a bit easier to do that in the Discord because otherwise the chat, like you might lose the information as well. Row White. Oh my God. But what if you add a carrot sticker and call it Olaf? No, but she's a girl. Sorry. That's obvious. She's a girly pop. She's a queen. So I appreciate Olaf, but that just doesn't suit her. Okay, so we are actually going to play Town City. The new level is unlocked. Rosannatxt. Sunny weather and historical coastal grounds offer the perfect getaway for your citizens. Access Rosannatxt whenever you wish to learn about tourism. Providing a tourist destination will allow bourgeois citizens to work special jobs. Okay, we don't have this particular class unlocked. That is actually the class that I've been wanting to unlock. That's why we've been working on our farm so much, because I actually wanted to like have everything ready to unlock that class. So yeah, this is our farm town. For anyone who has, ooh, wow. Okay, can I just say something weird? The game feels so much smoother than it did before. I don't know how else to explain it, but like moving around, I feel like I'm playing like in 140 FPS instead of 60. Maybe like 40 at sometimes. The game wasn't fully optimized. And now obviously they've done like the full release of the game. So I think they fully optimized the game now. I feel like it's actually a lot smoother. Like the movement of the camera feels less clunky. Okay. That's actually really nice. Because I was definitely noticing it a little bit. Towards the end, that the game wasn't fully optimized. And obviously I was playing through the whole campaign, so having like big towns and stuff. Imagine playing this on Snow White. I love that you just adopted the name. It's like, that's what she's called now. No, I feel like, you know what? I actually, hold on. I have an idea. I need to just Google it. Because you know what? I would like to give her the name of a Greek goddess. Because she's white with gold. Like, the graphic card has gold details on it. But then I'm like, which one of the Greek goddesses? Athens would be Athena. I like Athena. Athena is a good name. Although I also like Artemis. Because then it's kind of like... It gives a little nudge to like a space station. Or like space. Not space station, but like... And like my setup kind of looks a little bit like NASA. With 3 screens and a ginormous desk. So like... I feel like I'm... Artemis is kind of... I don't know. I'm gonna sit with this because I do also like Athena. Athena is like... Sounds really strong. But I feel like Artemis might have like that weird overlap of being like a Greek goddess but also a little nerdy. Doesn't Artemis sound a bit too non-female? Oh, but Artemis is a Greek goddess. So, actually, I like it. She's a queen. She doesn't need a super feminine name to be badass. Medusa, because you freeze in place every single time you see the beauty of your PC. Probably not great. Those are also good names, but no longer Greek goddesses, Thomas. I'm feeling Artemis, to be honest. Maybe I can name my current PC Athena, and then my new PC Artemis, and then it's like Artemis and Athena. Then it's also like both with the A. And then if I ever get a third PC, if I ever get a Switch too, I can name my Switch Aphrodite. I don't think I've ever heard of Electrona. But honestly, I do think that also sounds kind of badass. I like it. So many good options, but I do feel the theme. I feel like the theme is sticking. Because switches are slutty. I don't know. I have no specific answer to that. How would I say that, Mel's? How do I pronounce that? Also, okay. We keep getting super distracted. I don't know, Liv. Good question. Hey, oh my god. Ari, that's actually... Yeah, they do. Okay. So, town to city. Like I said, we have now the third area, rosannatxt. But I don't want to start it just yet. For the simple reason that in Bellevaux, I actually want to unlock the new class. So, we were most recently playing in the town of Fontebroek. And as you can see, we actually have quite some farms in here. And we have also unlocked that the farm produce from this particular town can go to our other town. As far as I know, we actually unlocked... Ooh, cherry blossom decorations. I didn't unlock that one yet. We were working on unlocking everything on the city level. However, we can continue to do that when we are in the other town. Esther, that's insane. What do you mean it's already break time? Keone. Oh, Keone. Okay. That's actually a nice name. I like it. But yeah, we still have to do certain things. We still have to unlock certain things. However, I think on the farm menu, we have in fact unlocked everything, which also means that technically we can make farms in the other town now. So I think with that, we're officially going to switch back to Bellevaux. Here we've played 65 days. In Bellevaux, we've only played 32. So we actually have quite a lot to play here. And I think some of you have even never seen Bellevaux, because I think we've only played there in like the first couple of streams before switching to Fontebrock to get the farms. Your printer is Epsy. My aircon, I forgot. Poor aircon. Poor aircon catching strays here. Okay. Ooh, okay. It always happens whenever I load into a save file. Like, they're going to get all the pop-ups, and they basically need to get through all of those. As you can see, they all go away. We do have too many people working in certain places. Why can I not remove that worker? There we go. Now I can. And then we need more workers here. We're going to have to do a little check in the town because, like I said, I haven't played here for quite some time. So I'm going to have to do a little, like, recap of what is happening. Hold on. I think I might actually... Is it Twitch? I think it is. I think with the update, it turned itself off. Hold on. It's going to have to authorize. It's not connected. I guess it's because the game updated. It says not connected. Enable Twitch integration. Author. Oh. Okay. There we go. Okay. Yeah, I think that's it. Now it should work. But I guess no one is in the town right now. Why do we have so much overhead? I think they tweaked certain things in the game. So, like, certain places now have so much overhead in staff simply because they changed how much reach certain things have. Oh, no! That's it. We upgraded the reach of warehouses in our other town. I think, hold on. I think it might not be showing names right now. Game. Show resident names. There we go. There we go. Now I see all of you. Also, you don't have to type join. Just type in chat and you should get added to the town. Okay, but actually that makes this town much more efficient. Why am I no longer? Because we're in a different town, Jess. So in the other town, you're probably still married to Sweetie. But yeah, in this particular town, we want to unlock the next class. And also we have the mayor's home, which means that we actually get requests. Getting these requests done actually unlocks decoration objects. So I would actually maybe like to do one of the requests because there's two that actually work very well together. There's a maze craze where they want you to create like a hedged maze. And then there's a place without work, and those actually work together very nicely. And then we have a reading spot, although it says place any type of seating. I think we can put that in the maze as well. And then we actually get to do 3 requests all in one, and we unlock some items, and our city happiness goes up. But also, we do have a research center here, so we are continuously researching. Oh. We can't upgrade yet, but there's already 2 things we can unlock. Wait a second. Oh, we haven't actually reached city status here. Oh my goodness, the things that we can research in the other menu. We are still a town. Oh my goodness, we need a lot more population of artisans before we can even upgrade this to a city. Oh shit. We have a lot of work ahead of us. Oh my goodness. Okay, we're gonna build, I guess, then. We're gonna build a bunch of houses and we're gonna add to the city and we're gonna make sure that we can add more artisans so we can actually upgrade to the next status. I can't believe that I haven't done that yet. However, the ads just started, so I'm gonna take a quick 5-minute break, and then we're actually gonna play. I promise. Thank you so much for the resub. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Please ensure all of your subby perks for a whole month more. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'll catch you after the break. Okay, see you in 5. Hello, I'm back. Okay, okay, stop with the new request already. Oh my god. Could I bother you with a small task? I made this poster for a theater production. Oh, I can do this one. I've done this one in my private playthrough. It's actually a really easy one. Yes, we can put the theater poster. We can put up posters. That's actually a really nice one. The camera is so much smoother. I'm actually like, wow. Oh my goodness. We just unlocked so many things. We got a picnic blanket. That's really cute. Okay, hold on. Building decorations. Where is our poster? Thank you, Curious. I appreciate it. This is the other town. This is Bellevaux. Okay, I've put up 3. Let's actually see. We can put one here. And we can put one here. Yay! I did it. Okay. Hey, that looks like a fun evening out. If I can afford the round trip and the tickets, Yeah, my sister will love this as a birthday gift. What a wonderful poster. I want to tear it off and take it home. Look, people are flocking to the posters already. Now everyone will travel to the capital to see the wonderful play. I wonder if the theater will notice me? Thank you for doing this, Mayor. It's everything I've dreamed of. Yay, we got some money out of that. Let's actually build. Is that the same size? I think it actually is. Can I just make sure that it goes a little bit straighter? There we go. I guess I could go all the way back here. I can just remove that boulder. Because we need a lot more artisans in this town. Which basically means we just need more houses. Artisans are the ones that need the luxury points, right? So I should probably be smart about this. But we have the clock. This is already a lot of artisan homes. I'm just going to do it. Yes, we named it Sunset Valley. That was a suggestion from someone on stream, and I actually really liked it. A little Sims 3 reference into Town to City. Okay. I'm still getting encoding overloads in my OBS. So I might actually... Might turn everything down just like a little bit. Because it's now all on very high, and I think if we play on high, that should be fine as well. It is good to see you as well. It is good to see you as well. You have 25 hours in the game. Okay, they need okay, they don't have enough luxury points. Hi, Timbo. Let's see. That's 0 luxury points. The chapel gives them 2 luxury points, so we might as well put the chapel back here. I think that's a nice corner for it. And I think then these will have 9 out of 12. That should add 2, so then it will be 11 out of 12. We could add the school here as well, I guess. You do? Nice. I think I'm sitting at like 35 hours at this point. We can put the school here. I think that would work. And then we can like upgrade all of these houses to artisan homes, I guess. I do realize that I've placed them like really close together, but I think that's okay. $34.5. Nice. Let's go. Also, I know, Timbo, on a Sunday. Absolutely wild. I know. Okay. In the school, we need to make sure that there is staff as well. There we go. Oh. I need to move people in before I can do that. No, I don't want to dismiss you. Oh, there's no entertainment here. Fair enough. You got me there. There is, in fact, no entertainment here. But we can fix that. I guess. I'm just making, like, a little plaza back here. Adding another road that goes that direction. Because we need to go that way anyways later. So then we can just make sure that people can get here. I guess we can actually do like a little bit of a bigger plaza because we can probably, sorry, add like a newsstand and stuff here later as well. Then I can move you in here. I can assign you here. Yeah, I don't have enough people, but you could go live here. Then I can assign you here. No? Oh, I require town folk for that. Well, I'll fire you here and then add you here. And then I'll add you there. We still need more people, but that's okay. We do actually have quite some money. So I'm just going to increase these houses in size. And I'm going to increase these as well. Also, these are still complaining that they don't have enough luxury points. What are these connected to that those are not connected to then? Interesting. Flower automation provides up to 75 decoration points to nearby buildings. Does upgrading the roads give them luxury points, or does it just connect them to things better? I could upgrade the roads. To be fair, in this city, I think the look and feel wouldn't be completely destroyed if we do. I actually kind of want to have that flower. Sorry. That flower thing. Like, if we add that over here. Hello. I'm still getting encoding overload, by the way. No, not load game. Hold on. Costs a lot of performance. Can I turn that off? Hold on. It does make the game look a little less pretty, but I think it might actually help a lot. Also, thank you so much for the 5 months, Amelie. I appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you so much. Please enjoy all of your subby perks for a whole month. I actually really like that flower. It's super pretty. The clock tower also adds... Yeah, so I think that's the thing. I think the thing that I just added, the school... Can I see what it's connected to? Okay, so it provides luxury points there. This also provides luxury points. The clock tower here. Oh, I can't even click on it. Interesting. You can go live in here. And I can add you as a worker here. There we go. Let's go, Jess. I'm so happy to hear that. Oh, these don't have any access to food either. I think if you add a restaurant, that the bistro, the winery, the patisserie, and the bistro, and the butcher all add luxury points as well. Hold on. Maybe I can just do that. And then we can add that, like, we can add a little shopping street back here. Which can then also connect up to here. Like, we can have the road go up here. I'm definitely going to need to add some trees and stuff because it's looking a little sad right now. That tree. Okay. I think adding the greenery does help a lot. And then we can just add some of the food things. Hold on. Let's actually add the bistro here in the middle. And that should provide them with food and luxury, if all is well. You can go live in here. You want to live close by to water. I mean... Oh, I I want to, you know what? I'll do the, oh, I can't do that. Oh, I've already, oh, never mind. I get it now. I was so confused. Okay, the bistro needs people to work, which means I need to add people. I guess. Is there anyone living here that doesn't really care about anything? You don't really care about anything. How about you move over here and you get to move in here then? You can just hear the people that were previously on the edge of town complain about their views being gone. Oh, 100%. Yep. For sure. For sure. They can go live here. They don't care, so they can become an artisan. And they can go live here as well. They state that they still don't have enough luxury points. How does that work? Because you got 3 from the bistro. You got 2 from the school. You got 2 from the chapel. You already had 9 and you still have 9. They don't have access to clothing. Okay, well, I guess I could provide that for you. That should be okay. We can do a dressmaker. That also adds luxury points. They are gay. They don't do math. That must be it. They're just celebrating Pride Month as well. Okay, we have more people that want to move in. They want to live in an artisan residence. Well, surprise for you, I got just the thing you're looking for. There we go. Let's add some workers to the dressmaker. Running out of workers, great. That's on them for not checking the zoning plan and moving there. That is true. You always got to make sure you know what the city is planning. And if you don't check it, that isn't kind of indeed on you. They just messed up. Okay, let's actually decorate the back of these houses a little bit. Because after all, this street is now gonna look at the back of these houses a lot. I want to use that awning thing. Hold on. This one. So I really love how that looks. Oh my god, I have to tell you a story, by the way. From the party that I went to on Friday. Because it was really good for my self-esteem. And this building is not receiving any crops. Not enough crops available. But I am producing... Is it because I'm not a city status yet? Technically, I'm producing these 2 things in my other town. And they should be transferring to this town. But I think because I'm not a city yet, they don't actually transfer here. Interesting. So on Friday, I went to a party. It was not a wedding, but it felt like a wedding. But it wasn't a wedding. But it was like fancy, you know? And this was like the first time that I was meeting a lot of Scott's friends from rowing. And, yeah, a celebration of love. Exactly. Oh, wait. I do have street lights here, but on the side. Interesting. And, hold on. Let me put them here, actually. I think that will look a bit better because I have that on the other side as well. And we were, like, quite early. So we were standing, on the side in the room. And then kind of like one by one, his friends were walking over. And then one of the guys that walks over sees me And like he sees Scott and he says hi to Scott. And then he looks at me and he goes with like such genuine confusion or surprise. He goes, is that your girlfriend? And Scott goes, hell yeah. It was a good moment. I liked it. It was good for my self-esteem. I can also recommend, generally speaking, I was like, I don't think I was actually the youngest at the party, but like I was one of the younger people at the party. Also very good for my self-esteem. Also Scott and I made a really big effort to actually dress up. Or like dress nicely. And the other people, like some of them just like dressed fine. But, like not as special. So we also looked really good. So yeah. It was like one of those evenings where I felt like one of the pretty people in the room, you know? And I was not complaining. Okay, hold on. I can move you in here. Do I have a family here that doesn't care about anything? No. You can move in here, and then I guess you could move in here. It looked very fancy. It was very nice. It was a very, very nice evening. If that was the dress of you touching grass, then yeah, that was me touching grass. The streamer going outside. I made an effort. Okay, so I think I might have to start upgrading roads in how do I do that again? Draw roads. Upgrade roads. Because I think we're gonna need it later if we want to make this town efficient enough to keep up with our oh my god, the game is lagging so much. I'm actually like, it was so smooth earlier. And now I feel like it's lagging again. But I already turned down the graphics. So I'm like, I don't know what to do. The thingy broke off your soda can. How do you open it now? A scissors. Jam them in there. Usually pause for building. That helps. That's actually a good shout. That does help. Well... Ish. I don't know why the game is so laggy, though. Because, like, this is not a particularly heavy game to run. Oh, we ran out of money. Upgrading roads is really expensive, so I literally just spent 8,000. But we are getting closer to being able to upgrade. Which I think should provide us with the ability to switch between, like, get the resources between the two towns. Oh. Oh, my love. Darling, dearest darling. Our love forbidden twixt the ocean and the stars. Wait. Sorry, what? Let's go out for a romantic picnic. We do have a romantic picnic site in town, right? I'll bring the cucumber sandwiches and lemonade, my love. And I, your mayor, will provide the picnic site. I can do that. I can do that, I think. We have people ready to move in again. Spanked it with the bottom of a knife. Specific. Oh, I need more employees. Oh, we're at that point again. Well, if I upgrade more roads, I think we'll be able to free some employees from the warehouses. And I actually have a whole lot of employees in my research centers. I honestly might just fire all of these for now. That will basically just put this research center fully to sleep. But we have 2 of them in this city. And we currently can't research anything anyway. So I think it might be best to assign people to jobs here. I think that will be better. And then we have new people to move in. We also, our money is going up again, so hopefully we can upgrade some more roads. We have a warehouse worker that's sleepy. Also, I bit my tongue really hard today, so like the side of my tongue is swollen, and every single time I talk, I'm afraid that I'll bite my tongue again. Have you guys ever had this? It's the worst. Also, can I, like, close all of this for now? And not... Yeah, there we go. It's awful. Okay, I'm glad you guys know the feeling, though. Like, obviously, I'm not happy that you have had this before as well. But it's like one of those really weird feelings where, like, I genuinely feel like I'm lisping as well. Like, my tongue is so thick on one side. I bit it so hard. Oh, there's more... Like, it's one of those things that kind of, like, makes you nauseous of how hard I bit my tongue. Like, that... It's horrible. Okay, I think I'll just continue upgrading my roads. I'll pause the game again. Upgrade. There we go. Yeah, I feel like the building tool, or like the road tool, is particularly glitchy. Also, this has happened to me before as well. Can I undo that? I'll just keep that plaza then. There we go. Now all of that is upgraded. We have this little bit back here. Hold on. That's all plaza, so I'm not really updating that. I'm not necessarily all too happy with how those roads connect back here, but it's fine for now. We're gonna run out of money soon again. Anyways. Yeah, there we... Oh, I hate that we didn't get to do that last little bit. To bite our tongue, it is our brain that blocks us from doing it. When we bite it by accident, our brain is too slow to fully correct for it. That's kind of wild if you think about it, actually. Like, we are literally hardwired to not be able to eat our own tongue. But, like, sometimes we're just too slow and we accidentally eat our own tongue. Which, again, if you think about it too much, is kind of terrible. Okay, can I just have this corner connect a little bit better? That already makes it look better. Although then this thing here looks really out of place. So I'll just remove that then. Yeah, the road upgrading tool, I don't think I'm the biggest fan. I don't like how it changes the look of the roads. I understand that you need to be able to see like which part of the road is upgraded, but it changes the look and feel of your town so much. Okay, they want to live close to entertainment, which I think... Yeah, these people don't really care. They can just move here, and then you can move here. We can upgrade. We can upgrade. Finally. Let's go. Someone else's tongue is fine. Exactly. I can't believe I hadn't upgraded this town. Like, I genuinely thought I had done that already. Yay! City upgraded to stage 6. Okay, so we can now actually research new things. Apart from the fact that we have already researched a big part of this. Oh my god, Abu, you did not. Let's actually add the jeweler and larger audiences because that's going to help us as well. But we still... I am so confused. Is that because we probably need to place a building for it? Animal shelter. Oh, we could actually add an animal shelter to this town as well. Then we can actually make sure that people in this town can also receive pets. I think that'd be really cute. I think we might actually have to place a granary so that we can have like farm items in this city as well. I just don't know where I want to place it. Oh my god, the lagginess in the building is actually a little bit of a problem. I guess I could place it here. And then let's see if it works, if we get our farm supplies. It's loading in. Also, because we have larger audiences on these things, we no longer need as many people working on them, which is actually great. Because that saves us some personnel that we can use elsewhere in the city. Because I think we're going to need people on the granary as well. Yeah, I can put one person here. Okay, hold on. I'm going to have to look into this. Because if we go to farms, there is something that tells us... Global farming allows you to access farms and the farm research menu in all cities. Oh. No, but that's not the one that I mean. Global stockpile allows you to access your crops from any city. Okay, so I have unlocked that. So then, how does that work? I have actually unlocked the next class now. Does any one of you know this? Because this particular... I know that my camera... There's background music. It just sometimes fades in and out. This building is not receiving any crops. We need cotton and wool. Also, I hate that those pins are visible. Like, why? I remember that I figured out earlier how to turn that off. But now I don't know how to turn it off, apparently. So it's just gonna show. Yay. Hold on. I'm gonna see how much we produce. But the thing is, as far as I'm aware, we produce both wool and cotton, and we do not use it in the other city. Like, I don't think I have a dressmaker. Maybe I do have a dressmaker. Maybe we just don't produce enough. That'd be interesting. Let me see. Otherwise, I might have to Google this because I genuinely don't know. All the pop-ups are crazy. Probably in separate settings. I don't think it's a setting, though, because it's something you need to research. Oh my god. Everything loading in. Can I see... This is a cotton farm back here. This is terribly connected. By the way, I'm just realizing they don't have access to so many things. But they're happy because farmers don't need a lot. Can I see... Dressmaker, perfumer, jeweler, optician. 1 times place in the city. Yeah. Okay, so we do actually have a dressmaker, and I think this dressmaker is just using everything. Interesting. Okay, so then I might have to build extra farms. Also, cost that I love this game. I'm like heading into 35 to 40 hours into this game. I have a whole YouTube Let's Play of this particular playthrough. So I think it's safe to say that I really love this game. Because this is our cows. Wait, our sheep are back here, I think, right? Yeah. So do I just add 2 more farms then? And see if that resolves things. I think that would be the easiest way to test this theory if it's just the amount of things. Oh yeah, this is an upgraded dirt road again. Let's see. We can... I guess maybe... Hold on. I'm gonna be a destroyer of forests. I can't believe that I'm back here again. I've been in my other city for like 3 seconds and now I'm back here again. But I guess we could quite easily add a farm back here. Hold on. Let's grab a farmhouse, a farmer's residence. And then we can place that maybe like so. Connect the road to it. And then we're going to place back some of those trees that I just destroyed. There we go. And then we're going to edit the farm. And we're going to make this wool, which means it's going to be sheep. We're going to have to add a fence in between there later. And we're going to have to make sure that these sheep cannot go into the water. Okay. That is one weird-ass farm, but I actually kind of like it. Where are my fences? Let's get maybe just this fence. To go all around so our sheepsies don't go swimming. You really like the Mediterranean vibes of this town. It is good vibes. I do agree. I really like it too. I actually really want to see the new town. But I fear that because we haven't unlocked the class. Oh, I'm making this fence way too long. Hold on. Because we haven't unlocked the class that actually can go touristing. It feels like we don't really need to go there just yet. But we have unlocked the class, sort of, actually, now that I come to think about it. As in, we could technically place one of the homes. Okay, we'll just pretend that the farmers can go out of their own house on the side here to access. And then maybe we could add, hold on, another farmhouse. Just right next to it. We can have like 2 neighboring farmers. That's actually kind of cute. It does look a little bit like a bunny, I agree. There we go. You want to be surrounded by farm decorations. Well, we don't have those yet, but I can add them. There we go. And then you can be cotton. You can basically go. And, oh my god, that's sheep again. I want to do cotton. I was already so confused. I was like, why does that look so similar? Okay, hold on. I want to remove the side here. Can I do that? So it's a bit weird if the cotton is like growing through that fence. That doesn't make a lot of sense. Hold on. I'll make some space for the stone fence there. And then we can continue to draw. Your laptop's on the verge of dying? Oh no. That's not good. How come? I mean, my computer is struggling as well. My goodness, it's lagging so much. That's horrible. I actually hate how laggy this is. I guess I could pause it, but then we don't make any money. I wonder what setting like would have the most influence on making it less laggy. Because at this point, I'm like, I've turned down so many of the graphics already. Surely that cannot. I guess maybe I could use the NVIDIA thing. Where you can optimize your computer itself for a specific game. Maybe that could work. Okay, let's actually add farm decor here because that household really wanted to have farm decor. Damn, that's a big cart. Grass foliage, that's already turned off because I hate the grass look in the game. So I don't think that would be it, to be honest. As in, if that's it, that would be weird because, like, I've already. Also, I'm noticing when I press buttons, that it doesn't register. Like, I press escape and then nothing happens, and I have to like press it again. Also, we currently need yet another granary. Okay. Because I don't think we can make them more efficient, which just means I'm gonna have to place another one. Which is weird. Like, why do we need so many? Yeah, I guess because we have so many farms. Hello? Can I... Why can I not place it? There we go. A factory reset might be a smart idea, honestly. That is never a bad idea. Do I have places? Oh, I do actually have places to move people into. There we go. A granary? No, it is a warehouse specifically for farms. Look. Hold on. That's how it's written. Granary. You need someone else. Okay. And then we can actually remove people here. So now we have overhead capacity, but that's fine. I'm guessing it comes from the word grain, and it's used to store grain. Hence the word granary. Like, that's my assumption. Oh my god, yesterday I felt so smart. I've been binge watching a lot of Bridgerton over the past weekend. And obviously in Bridgerton you have like a Viscount and a Count and a Duke and stuff. And then Scott was like, what is the difference between a Count and a Viscount? And I'm like, well, my assumption would be that just like a vice president, you have a Viscount. Although vice is just shortened to Viscount. And he was like, no. And then I looked it up and that was exactly what it was. And I felt so smart. I was like, damn, I figured that out. In my brain, it just made a lot of sense. So I was like, yeah, surely that must be it. Wait, I want this version, but without... Hold on. We can have the tree with the swing. That's actually really cute. How old is your laptop, Timbo? Thank you. Thank you for saying that I'm a genius. I appreciate it. I felt very smart in that moment. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I think it's one of the smarter things I've ever said. And then I looked it up, and it both comes from Latin. Both for vice president and viscount. Like, the language part is both, and I mean, that, I guess that makes a lot of sense that it's both Latin, but again, felt very smart. 2019, but a new battery has put in since then. Yeah, but I guess still 2019 is quite old for a laptop, I guess. Okay, so now we have an additional cotton farm and an additional wool farm. So we really overproduce, right? Can I see that anywhere, how much we produce? Hmm. That's something. Wait, there's probably a menu for it. Residence, houses, where at farms. Oh, this farmer residence is not very happy. Well, that's too bad for you. I don't think I can see what type of farms we have. I love the farm colors too. It's so pretty. But let's actually go back to Bellevaux now, because we should at least be able to get some of that. We only have one dressmaker in the other town. What, Abu? I'm so confused. I am so confused. What are you talking about? You build an old lady. The granary thing? Yeah, but then even then, I'm still so confused. If a granny can be built in a granary. Wow. I'm happy for you guys. Sounds like a very educational conversation. Okay, this is on pause. There we go. Okay, so actually you guys can't see it, but let me show you. This was set to here, and now I see a pause button, but I can actually see that both productions are happening, so now I can turn it on, and now we actually have a dressmaker. I mean, I'm happy for them. I'm so lost in this whole conversation, but I'm happy, I guess. That they guys, wow, that they are having that conversation. It sounds like they're very happy, entertaining the thought of building grandmas. You know, I'll let you guys have your moment. We have someone who wants to live close to trees. There you go. Someone who doesn't care where they live, which means that I am gonna just do that. Bam. See, now all these houses, I just realized you still can't see it, but like, hold on. Look, now all these houses here have like an overkill of luxury points. Because now the dressmaker is actually working. You're not getting any vitamin D because of me. But Abu, it's Pride Month. Go get yourself some vitamin D. Sorry, I will shut up now. I did not say that. I didn't say any. I am trying. You got this. I believe in you. See? I'm very supportive. It's gonna make like a little flower corner with a tree here because how does one join the game? Just by typing in chat, so you should already be in there. If you type exclamation point family, you can see where you live. If I zoom out, if you type something, I can see where you live. See? Esther just typed something. That's where Hollow lives. I guess it doesn't pick up. You're married. Okay. I guess it doesn't pick up if you do one of the commands. Yeah, I can see where you live IRL. Oh, so Anna, thank you so much for the 35-month resub. That's such a long time. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Alma's over here. Jess is over here. Thank you so much. Please enjoy all your subby perks for a whole month more. That's where Abu is. So I guess, Timbo, if you just type like hi or something in chat. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Thank you for an amazing 13 months. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Please enter all your subby perks for a whole month more. Thank you so much. I appreciate that a ton. But yeah. Aw, thank you, Pearl. That's very kind to say. Thank you, thank you. Also, welcome in. It's very good to have you. Am I in there? Yes, you're right here. So you should be in the same place every single time. However, we just loaded into this town. In the other town, you'll have another house with another family. Also, I hate the stupid request. I don't want to do the requests. Oh, it's a request from Mel's. Okay, I might want to do this one then. Ugh, I can't get any writing done with all this noise. I know it's not your fault, Mayor, but our city is simply too bustling. Workshops and people whistling and children frolicking outside. What I need is a retreat. I'm so shocked by this request. Oh my goodness. Thank you so much for the 33-month resub. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Please enter all of your subby perks for a whole month more. Thank you so much. Exactly, een elk stadje een ander schatje. In every... Yeah, that doesn't translate very well now, does it? But Mel's wants a forest cabin with no other houses nearby. Far, far removed from society. Well, you know what? I can probably put that somewhere over here. Were we going to do the hedge maze at one point? Or, Mel's, do you want to live on top of this hill? I just started the road up here. Wouldn't that be fun? If you just live by yourself on top of this hill? I can do that. Hold on. We're gonna get a house. A town folk residence. We're gonna give you a road to get to your house. We're gonna have to upgrade that road so that it actually matches. There we go. And then move the Aldrich family to Solidarity. Where is the Aldrich family? Right here. Well, I don't see it though. I see Mel's over here. I guess you're in this house. No. It is this house. It's just because we're playing with the integration that it like changed the names. Okay, but it's this one. Talon family. Oh, but you also want to live close to entertainment. You do have some... And then we want to place trees around the house. Okay, we can do that. Just a couple more. I can already hear the peace and quiet. I love this for you, Mels. Look, that's your secluded little home. You can look over the entire city. But you also want some entertainment close to you. Otherwise, you're going to be unhappy, I'm afraid. So we should potentially add something. Maybe we can add a little pipe organ. That surely will not make any noise. No, I feel like maybe a little pagoda up on the mountain here could be kind of cute. Like, that would be a cute location to go watch entertainment. You know, it would also be really fun. Okay, you guys are going to have to bear with me for a little bit. Also, thank you guys so much for the hype train. Oh my goodness, I didn't even realize you kicked off another hype train today. We are going to make Flower Hill. So I think that will actually look so cute. Hollow, thank you so much for the biddies. Thank you. I appreciate it. Okay, this might take a little bit, but I think it's going to be worth it because it's going to look so cute. And then we can be like, Mel's lives on Flower Hill. Unless you reset your family. Thank you guys for the hype train. I appreciate it. You know what we could do? We could make the picnic spot for the other requests here as well. I think that might be cute. Hold on. If we get, I think it's in Plaza decorations, we could get this. And then, also, I should actually complete your quest really quickly. Thank you. You've built the perfect hermit retreat for me. I'll finally be able to finish that 3-volume novel I know I have in me. Yay! Oh, look! You're immediately on your way to your new house. Now I just need to... Fancy fences, place without work. Playing Cupid. No. Hold on. Oh yeah, that would be this one. Hold on. Like, can I move that over there? Because then I need to place a... It says a picnic table. Well, do we think a picnic blanket will count as well? It doesn't. That's a little unfortunate, but that's okay. We will just also place a picnic table. Hold on. And then, you know what we'll do? Place a sunshade. I'll just remove the picnic table as soon as we've actually completed this. Wow, speaking row. Sunshade, there we go. A hedge arch. And then we'll just actually have the picnic spot because I think that's way cuter. Oh, Mel's, you're immediately on your way. That's actually adorable. The archway. I think the hedge arch. Where is it? Over here. Yay! We've completed another request. I'm swooning with how romantic this picnic is, my forever soulmate. Loveliest of creatures, let's get married right away. Hark? His name is Hark? Sorry. That's the Dutch word for rake. It's like hark, the herald angels sing. What? I've never heard of this before. Why? Who says that? Okay. It's an exclamation. I've literally never heard it before, ever in my life. The din of wedding bells resound across the fertile acres. What? Is that a yes? 1,000 yeses, love of my life. Oh, now we get the covered pic. Oh, that's actually the cutest. Well, I do also really like the picnic blanket, though. Like, I'm not gonna lie. I'm kind of vibing with that. So I might actually remove these. And then I want to keep the picnic. Imagine if you're having like, this would be the perfect proposal spot. You can have like a picnic here and then there can be like live music playing over here. Doesn't that sound perfect? I'm just going to continue to place flowers around the pagoda. And some guy just walking near your proposal. Also, Mel's, just so you know, you're going to have lots of proposals in your front garden. You have basically prime view for all the gossip in town. You'll be the first person to know who's going to get married. Honestly, you could be Lady Whistledown. You're writing in a secluded place where you have a perfect view over the city. I don't know if you've watched Bridgerton, but I feel like you might have taken some inspiration. Okay, but I actually really like how this looks. I'm just filling up some empty spaces with some flowers. Breakups, proposals, anniversaries, people losing their flowers, all the things. Exactly. Lady Whistledown it is. I think so. I think so. Also, do we pop a cherry tree here? That's just an eternal cherry tree. Honestly, this hill is starting to look so cute. What the heck? Breakups. Let me take you to the most romantic spot in town to break up with you. Dearest gentle reader. Today I saw two people on the picnic blanket who actually are not engaged, engage in some intimate activities. Wait, it opens up at night? You know, okay, you know what I immediately thought? That reminds me, any duchy. What does that remind you of? Exactly, Hollow. That's Indie Savater ladies. Did you know? I only found this out literally like a week ago. Did you know that Town and City was made by a Dutch development team? A Dutch studio. I think maybe this is a little Easter egg. I don't know for sure, but so Hark it is. See? And they used Hark? Yeah, they did. Yeah, so I follow the studio on Instagram, and they posted a video talking about their most recent development project. And, okay, I kid you not. Do you know those videos that were like, this video is edited by our Gen Z intern, and then it's just all the, like, ums and breathes, what? That were cut out, and you don't actually hear them speak? Do you know those edits? It was exactly that, but then from the devs, like, presenting their new game. I could hear by the way that they were breathing, I was like, you guys must be Dutch. The way that they, like, started their breath at the beginning of a sentence, I was like, this is the most Dutch breathing I've ever heard. I couldn't explain why my brain immediately knew. So I go to Scott and I'm like, does this sound Dutch to you? And he goes, so Dutch. Oh my God. And then I looked it up and it's actually a Dutch studio. Never say sorry. It's all good, Em. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate it. I hope you have a lovely rest of your time zone. What do you mean Dutch breathing? Okay. Now I fear that I have to look it up. Now you guys have to see this because all the Dutchies will probably notice it as well. Hold on. I'm gonna see if I can find that specific video. Was it this one? No. I'm like clicking on all their clips now. Maybe it's like an older clip because it got recommended to me just in my scrolling. I think it was them like announcing their new game though, so it must have been relatively recent. And also probably not town to city related. Yeah, I think I found it. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna see if I can properly show you guys, okay? I'm gonna... Hold on. I'm gonna mute the game for 1 second. We're gonna... I hope that is, like, loud enough, okay? Why do I not hear anything? Is it muted? Yes, it is muted. Can I... Hold on. Because I want to restart the video, but I think on desktop you can't, like, scroll back.
Yeah. Yes.
The yes was also very Dutch.
Woo! Cool.
It's so Dutch.
Horror? Cool.
I couldn't explain why it was so Dutch, but it was so Dutch. They also say Dutch words. Where? They say and yes. Where do they say a Dutch word? Cool. The cool is very Dutch, yeah. As in they say words, they pronounce it very Dutch. But it was like literally in... He says, yeah? Oh, I don't think I heard that. I think I just heard yes. But maybe my brain automatically translated. But to be fair, like, it was in the first, like, 3 seconds of the video. I'm like, this sounds so Dutch. So Dutch. Like, before they even said anything. But yeah. This is their new game, by the way. Steam 2 Electric. They have also made another game, which is called Station to Station, where you basically, it's the same style. So they only make games in this like voxel style. But then they have Station to Station, which allows you to manage like train lines. I would love to play that on stream sometime as well. And then now they have Steam 2 Electric, which is another train-based game. I think they like trains because the entire Town to City game also is like very based on the station upgrading over time. But yeah, I thought it was really fun to realize that they are Dutch because I love this game so much and I've enjoyed playing it so much. And Dutch game studios are actually quite rare. We don't have a lot of game studios, especially not a lot of game studios making games that are that internationally appreciated and played. We have a lot of Dutchies working in the game industry because the Netherlands is actually one of the biggest exporters of animators. Did not know that until a couple of years ago, but we are a lot of like Disney Pixar animators are, for example, Dutchies. Same as DJs. We're very good at DJing and animation, apparently. But I did not realize that we actually had a Dutch game studio do very well recently, because normally we just contribute to other people's games. Dutch breathing, honestly, me neither until I saw that video. And then I was like, damn, that breathing is Dutch. Okay, so for this particular town, we have like continuous people that want to live by the water. How about I just upgrade these houses? Maybe like not all of them, but then we can just have a couple and then you can move in here. We just increase the Place for. Also, we have the reading spot. Place a tree. Place a light. I think we. Sorry. I think we actually complete another quest if we just simply place a bench in front of this house. Yeah, we did. Okay, let's go. It's absolutely perfect. I intend to do a great deal of dreaming away here, swept up in my favorite novels. Yay, we got money from that. Okay, so now the only two we have is a place without work and the maze craze and fancy fences. Where is this one? You're telling me that this house wants the fancy fences. Okay, well, I guess we could probably work with that. Place fancy fences close to the home of Brittany. Tall fancy fence. I'll just do a tall fancy fence around here, and then I'll probably remove it later. Because we need, like, more than this. I can just do that. There we go. And then we complete it. Yay! And then we remove that fence on the street. Fancy those fences. You came through and then some. I feel a little boxed in now, though. Yeah, well, joke's on you, Brittany. You asked for fences in the middle of the city. Oh, well, at least I have the prettiest house in the area. What do you think? It really livens up the neighborhood. My thoughts exactly, but the others had better not get fancy fences too. Don't worry, don't worry. I will remove the fancy fences that the rest of the street is benefiting from as well. There you go. The Get Together EP also has birdhouses that are called Vogelhuisje in the English name. Really? I did not know that. Interesting. I also recently recorded a Pack Legacy episode, and one of the families that I'm playing with is the owner of Coffee Bone. It was very difficult to not accidentally say that wrong multiple times. Okay, we have another quest, though, immediately. Patron, I have finished the statue you commissioned. It took me 11 months of carving marble. Oh, wait. You didn't get my message last year? The one where I cancelled the commission? No? Well, it's not my problem the telegram operator just slept on the job. So long. But it took me 11 months of carving marble. Yikes, that's unfortunate. I could take it off your hands. Why don't you work? Yes, let's donate it to the city. As long as people can view my art, that's what matters most. Please place the statue somewhere prominent. On a square nearby the station, maybe? Or a nice park outside of town. The family that lives there is Loden. The Esquarian statue. Well, don't I have the place for that one? Just watch and see. Plaza decoration, the Esquarian statue. Absolutely stunning. Gorgeous. Wonderful. Beautiful. There we go. Ta-da! Place seating around the statue. Place lights around the statue. Oh. Okay, I wasn't done yet. Hold on. I was not done yet. Let's place some benches. This is actually kind of nice. I think this is cute. Why can I not place this? Invalid location. Oh. Oh, that's because it's underneath the legs, I think. Oh, yeah, they have the pottery studio. True. Where does Spoofy live? I think you should ask Spoofy that. Because I'm not entirely sure that information is public. Place lights. Hold on. Oh my god, time does fly when we're doing quests. My goodness. I will place these here really quickly, but I'm not gonna keep them there because that looks way too close together. Oh! I genuinely thought, like, you asked maybe you want to send her a card. I don't know. Did I ever tell you I worked on it for 11 months? Yes, you did. As a token of my gratitude, I'll continue making marble statues for the city. Well, thank you. I actually don't know where Spoofy lives in this particular town, but good question. Although I think this is a horse that may be up to the task. It does seem quite sturdy. Of all the horses I've seen, I think this is the most Spoofy ready horse. Okay. We have people that want to move in again. Okay, our city is actually running quite smooth. We have 2 quests. Maybe I want to work on those quickly. And then once we have those out of the way, I think I want to upgrade to the next class. And for the maze, I had kind of placed this over here, but I think this would actually be a really great place to have another neighborhood. I kind of want to have the maze up here. I think that would be a really cool place to have another reading spot, but we're going to have to figure out how people are going to get up there. I think we're going to have to make a pathway that goes all the way around. Maybe we can actually keep this for something else. Maybe the maze can go in this corner. I think that would be really nice. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to remove the trees and the boulders and stuff. No. There we go. Let's remove the bushes as well. And then we're going to move these pins over here. And then let's start with the maze craze. We need to create tall hedges to create a maze. So let's get started with that. Also, I have postponed this particular task for such a long time. Like, I think I got this in like the second stream or something. So I think it is good that we're finally doing it. I will want to use the flower hedge. There we go. And then I want to get the maze thing again. To go like that. To go like that. We can make this a pretty big maze, I think. That is not even remotely straight. And I know it's Pride Month, but I had a feeling like that was... Yeah. Anyways. That was actually horrible placement. I was trying to make a square. Let's place another one of these. So that would be the entry. That would be the exit. Yeah, the hedge just wants to celebrate Pride as well. I get it, though. It makes total sense. I don't judge the hedge. I mean, it is still absolutely not straight. Like, I've still created a little bit of a monstrosity, but to be fair, the terrain here is also crooked, so that doesn't help. Okay, and then from here, we're gonna create, like, a maze. A maze, a maze! Amazing! Okay, we've technically already completed the task. But I'm not done yet. Amaze activated me. That Scott actually said that, and I just repeated it. Hold on. That needs to be a little shorter. No. Oh God, what have I done? That's actually perfect. Well, I say that, but I think it actually should be like that. There we go. Hello? They say if you say amaze 3 times while looking in a mirror at midnight, you will summon Thomas. Yeah. I've heard something similar, yeah. I've also heard that it doesn't always work. So sometimes you gotta try multiple times. Okay, this is actually trickier than I thought. Because I want to, like, have parts that are actually, like, a dead end. But right now, you can technically just walk all the way around, and I don't want that. So from here... Hold on. Hello? There we go. Okay. And then I want this to go like that. Hold on, because I think if I move this a little bit... Oh, I didn't mean to add a part in here. Oh, well. Come on. Hello? This actually feels a lot more tedious than I expected. But I want it to feel like a real maze. I mean, it's still... The walk around it's still relatively easy to not get lost, but still. I mean, I guess if you go the wrong way in the beginning, you could go here, then get lost, then you can go all the way around. That doesn't work. Hold on. You shouldn't be able to go all the way around. But where am I going to close that off? Because that is a central path that you need to get through anyways. I think I need to remove that part of the hedge. And then close this off here. Because then you can go this way. Go all the way around. No, then you get stuck. That needs to be open. Hold on. I can close this off. Oh. Thank you for the uptime reminder. I might want to finish this quest. Okay, so if you now go here, you have to go like this all the way around. You can go into a dead end here. You can go into a dead end here. Then you can go like this. Basically, if you find this part, like the intricacy that I've built here is actually kind of unnecessary. I guess I could remove that wall here. And then have this be fully closed off. And then that can be a little bit longer. And then you can go here, then you would get stuck, or you can go here and then you can go out. Or if you go the right way directly. Yeah. Now there's like multiple ways you can get stuck, but also multiple ways you don't get stuck. And then here, I want to have no shops or houses in the quiet area. Where? Oh, wait. That one needs to just be moved a little bit. There we go. Now there's no houses or shops in the quiet area. Then we need to place seating. Yeah, this hedge being on a hill looks really silly. But I don't care. Flowers, trees. Let's actually start with the trees. I think that might be nice. Let's do... I think medium trees might be good. We can have some trees in the... We need to have 15. Oh my goodness. Okay. Uh, 12. Okay, that's 15 trees. Then we need a picnic bench. So I kind of like the idea of having this light fence at the top here. So this could be like a little bit of a viewpoint for citizens. That looks cute. And then we can have... Sorry. I want to have this picnic table. I think it's really cute. We can have, like, multiple. So that if you manage to get through the maze, you can go sit here on the picnic tables. Then we need to place flowers. I think a flowery bush actually counts. That's perfect. No, it does not count. Dang it. I still like it though, so I'll place them anyways. Let's see. We can place some flowers in the... You know what would also be nice? If we can paint the ground. And maybe we can do some dry grass. And like we can paint the inside of the maze. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Welcome in. I hope you're doing so well. To just have like a little bit more of a distinct look. Inside of the maze. Oh yeah, that makes it look 10 times better, honestly. Also, hi Sadie, welcome in. It's good to see you. I hope you're doing well. Let's see. Let's get some more flowers. We can just have those in like little patches around the trees, I guess. Because technically that's already enough flowers, so I'll just add a couple more. Mary! Thank you so much for the 11 months. I appreciate that. Thank you, thank you. Please enter all of your subby perks for a whole month. Okay, we definitely need lights because it's kind of dark here. Maybe we can do some candles. That's actually really cute. Hold on. Probably a fire hazard, but we'll just ignore that. Okay, so we now have the place to work is actually done, or like a place without work is also done. I do feel like we could do with a little bit more decoration here, though. Maybe we can go for some of these colorful... That's actually really nice, I think. That makes it look even cuter. Hold on. I want one more. And then we could probably add like a swing for the kiddos. And this little... Just like some playground equipment, I guess, around the place could be cute. I can see this being like one of those things where families go, right? Like you go with your kids to the maze and then they have to find the other side and then you do like a picnic with a view on the city. I think that would be really nice. Okay, so we just completed both of the quests. Now I can get all the now we can all get super really lost in the maze. I can't wait to try it out. Hey everyone, the maze is done. Let's go. Yay. Hello, I meet you. Hello, you and I talk? Talk about what? Work. They literally went, they wanted a place away from work. And then I give them a place away from work. And what they do, they go talk about work. Okay, but look, that actually looks really cute. Look at that little space above the town. And then up here we have Mel's house. I like that one too. Okay, we immediately have a new request. Psst, Mayor, I have a little problem. You know, I got married recently and to my absolutely lovely wife, right? Yeah, certainly. How could I forget? We love the whole romantic picnic thing so much we got hitched right after. Don't get me wrong, I love my darling dearest immensely, but I've noticed she is a little more expressive in her love than I am. Always saying things like, loving stars are we, set in the blazing firmament. Wow. No, that's not what it says. It says firmament. How can I possibly match that energy? That's a good question. But honestly, try being yourself. That's who she fell for. Oh, I just worry that I'm too much of a bore. How about I create a sea of beautiful flowers around our house? Could you please help me with that sea of beautiful flowers? So you are going to have your mayor create a sea of beautiful flowers around your house. Okay, so this is where you live. Well, I guess we're just going to place a whole bunch of flowers at the back of your house then, huh? The sea of flowers is incoming, don't you worry. I mean, actually, that cheers up this street, which is not a bad thing, so... I guess maybe the mayor can agree with this request. Ooh. Now that's a romantic sea of flowers. I know, I know. My darling, take a look, gander at this undultating sea of... of blossoms. Such beautiful flowers. My heart swells. But is everything all right, light of my fiery sun? Usually you're a lot more down to earth. I just want to match your enthusiasm, darling. Did I overdo it? You don't have to mirror me. There's enough me in this relationship to go around. I need you to be you, silly. My love. Oh, dewdrop on my trembling petals. We got a picnic basket. Isn't that lovely? Hold on. We can put that up on the hill. On our little picnic spot. Hold on. Where would it be? Megan! Thank you so much for the 50 months. That's wild. Thank you so much for the 50 months. On tier 2 as well. That is absolutely bonkers. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Please enjoy all of your subby perks for a whole month more. Also, did I not upgrade this road? I'm so sure I did that earlier. But thank you so much, Megan. Please enjoy all those tier 2 emotes as well. Oh, we have people that want to move in again. A single house. Yeah, sorry. We don't do single houses in this city. Actually, we have a couple of single floor houses here at the square, but those are all occupied by people that actually... Oh no, those are not all occupied by people that... Okay, I shouldn't have turned that family away. I could have just given them a house. I was judgmental and therefore I turned them away, and that's not a great quality for a mayor. We can also research things again, by the way. We can get the higher quality clay and the metal bridges. And now all we need is a water ballet. I do think that we can... Oh no, we actually don't have enough happiness to do that one. How do you guys feel about upgrading one house into the higher class, though? Just so that we can wrap up the stream with actually having a house in our next level. Also, thank you, Delta. I appreciate it. My most common work shift, I'm scheduled right during your streams. How rude. Does your work, like, not know that you have a stream to watch? I can't believe that. How dare they? Also, I can't give a duck welcome in. It's so good to see you. Thank you for lurking. I appreciate it. You're all good, Kyrios. Don't worry. People said it in chat. The moment the clock hit 10, people are like so accustomed to it. You trained them very well. Okay, so we're gonna upgrade a house. I'm just gonna randomly pick this house. Bam. They need 26 luxury points. Are you shitting me? You know how many luxury points that is? Yeah. Yes, just for the heck of it. I agree. I agree. And yes, I would like... please do tell us something that happened to you today. Okay, see? This was a mistake. I'm realizing now that I have made a mistake by upgrading that house. Because that house is by no means equipped to ever be close enough to that amount of luxury, I think. Unless... That's 3. That's... The social club is 5. They currently have... They currently have 20. Because, like, what if I move these houses and just put them right here? Hold on. Hello? There we go. It is always dangerous when you start to move things around in the city. Oh, sorry. Yeah, that still got auto-modded. Something small, so I removed it, would simply imply largeness. Maisonette. I wanted larger salopettes, so I tried saying salope instead of salopettes to indicate a bigger size until I realized it just means... Oh. Oopsie! Yeah, that almost went right then, huh? Okay, so this doesn't fit here, but I think we can make it fit if we remove that fence and if we move this building to be... Oh god, don't snap to the path, please. I think this one can just be in this corner. Actually might look a little bit better in that corner anyways. And then I think the gentleman's club should fit here. Okay, now you can snap to the pathing, please. There we go. Oh, we can also upgrade our mayor's home. Hold on. Upgrade mayor's home. The building exterior will change and the attached decorations will be lost. Yes, let's continue. Ooh, fancy. I'm getting a bigger house. I have a nice balcony now. That feels good. Also, I apparently have a sleepy warehouse worker again. Okay, so the gentleman's club is here. And, okay, you guys can't see this, but let me show you. We actually have the roses and the grapes coming in. So now we can have people working here. Bam. Now we actually have a gentleman's club. Now this one is missing 1. It is at 25 out of 26 luxury points. Is there something small that gives us 1 luxury point? Something that, or I mean, I guess I could place a chapel right here as well. Like, we have a little bistro here. We could have a chapel next, or like close to it, I guess. Or does that make sense? The chapel is rather small, so like I thought I could place it there, but maybe not. Let's have a think-see. Because currently the people living here are unhappy. The good thing is, as soon as this house has the right luxury points, the houses next to it will also all have the right luxury points, which means that we can basically upgrade all of those to the new class. So it is worth it to figure this out. I guess we could move this particular house. Yule, you're gonna move. Are you okay with that? Hello? You're gonna move to this street back here. Because then I think we should be able to place the chapel here. We might have to remove those trees. Actually, I don't think I should have removed those trees. I think they were fine there. Hold on. And I can even place one back here. I don't think I have a choice. Not the first time a queer person had to move for religion, I guess. I mean, and that during Pride Month. I can't believe I just did that. How dare I? How dare I? Imagine you now also have to work at the church. Okay. So, wait, does that not cover... It still says 25 out of 26. Oh, it's... Okay, hold on. Can I edit the connections? Because these houses... Hold on. Come on. Connections. Edit. Why can I not remove them? It keeps, like, stopping the menu. Why? It, like, opens the household menu when I try to edit the connection. It's a little annoying. Okay, why do you connect all the way to here? Connect to the other side of town, please. Not connected. Click to connect and prioritize this house for... Okay. It's saying that it can't do it, I think, because of the roads. Interesting. Okay. So I did all that for nothing. Let me add those houses back then. Then where am I gonna add something? I want to make them happy before I end stream. Low range and average production capacity. Large workforce and very high production capacity. High production capacity does not require a warehouse. Small workforce. Okay, but I want to... That's also a low range. I'm like trying to figure out what I'm gonna do. I guess... Wait, what is this? That's a carpenter. Okay, hold on. I have an idea. What if I move... Sorry. This house back here. And that house back there as well. Although, wait, I need that road later. So this house can go here. Then I have a little square here in the middle. Or, well, little square. Actually, quite some space. Let's see if I can put... I think the library might be too big. Or maybe actually. I mean, it's a little cramped. I think if I manually place it, I should be able to do it. Let's go. Like, I think that will be good for this entire neighborhood anyways, to have a library. And the library adds 2 luxury points. So that should definitely work for that house over here. Let's see for the trees. Let's do some medium trees and let's get this skinny tall one. So we can actually place back some of the greenery that we just took away. I know, right? I love the way it gets built. Did you know, Delta, we talked about it earlier. Did you know that this game is made by a Dutch company? A Dutch game studio. Okay, we need to wait until we can assign workers. Us Dutchies, I know. That's what I'm saying. Okay, they are happy. They now have 27 out of 26 luxury points. And they actually have everything good. They're like 90% happy immediately. That's really good. That is really good. And then actually, just because I can, I'll upgrade 2 more. We're definitely going to run out of workforces in not too long. So I should keep an eye on that. Because we only have 5 artisans left to work in spaces. Although most of the buildings we are going to build do need artisan workers now. But we actually have our first bourgeois class now. For the next upgrade... I don't think I can see that, right? Like, what do I need? Grow your city to unlock this exterior. Okay, but can we see what we need for the next upgrade? I thought you could see that by clicking on it. Oh, that's in the research menu. Large city. We need 25... bourgeois residents with at least 60% happiness and at least 1 tourist destination to be able to upgrade to a large city. So we currently have 16 bourgeois residents. But they can only start working if we have a tourist destination ready. So I think basically with this, we have created our workforce for the new town. So just to wrap up the stream, I'm going to start this level. I want to see it. And then next stream that we play Town to City, we will be able to start with our tourist destination because we now have the class that we need to actually work there. And we need that to eventually upgrade our main city to a large city and continue researching things. Welcome to rosannatxt, the perfect holiday destination. Let's start welcoming tourists by setting up your first hotel. Okay, so this is, as far as I'm aware, no, I think you can eventually place houses here as well, but the focus is very much on like your inhabitants or like your citizens visiting. There is a beach. There are structures that your inhabitants can visit. There's another beach back here. Look, there's like ruins and everything. And then we can like set up touristic routes throughout the city. So when your citizens are visiting, like the bourgeois class can, I guess, work in a hotel. And then your other characters can like visit. And you can set up like points of interest. As far as I'm aware, in monuments, there's also like a bunch of things that you can research to place around your town. And then people can explore. And like I said, you can set up your own routes and stuff. And also in the research menu, we actually just got tourism, which we now have the inn. We have beach trees and sand castles. And I think if we unlock them here, we will also be able to use them in our other like cities and farms. And there is a locked level in the research menu, which leads me to assume that obviously the game is now fully out. But I think they're gonna at one point release another update, or this is part of like if you complete everything in the 3 main research menus, the 4th one unlocks. I actually am not entirely sure. I've not seen any of this, but it uses another like research points. You need tourism points, just like for the farms, you need the farm points, and for the city, you actually need the research points. But I'm very curious to see, like, we have tier 1, tier 2, tier 3. So there's 3 tiers to the research or like the tourism part. That's a little less than the farms, but I think that's okay. Also, yes, oh my god, the train tracks over the water are very pretty. Also, the border of this map goes over here and then over here. Okay, so it goes like around the beach, so you can actually decorate the beach, and then it goes over here. Oh, and then it goes over here already. Okay, so this is not a very big map, which I think is okay. If this is only a tourist destination, it makes sense that this is not a super large map, actually. You place houses. Yeah, I think you can place houses, but as in, like, you can... Oh, it's... Oh, that house is so pretty. Oh my god, I think that's my favorite design. We have the farmhouses, or like, I think this is the normal one, but that one is so beautiful. Oh, I can't wait to place that. That looks so Mediterranean. I love it. But yeah, we need to research the inn in the like the tourist menu, and then we need to build the inn. But that's what we're going to work on next stream. But I'm very happy that we actually managed to get back to our main town. We got so much done. And then we also now officially have unlocked this area, and like we have the right class to start working on it. I'm very excited about the next time that we get to play again, because I think we're like making such a nice... We actually made a surprising amount of progress in our campaign, considering how little we played today. But hold on, I just noticed that another ad is about to run, but we're not doing that because I am actually wrapping up the stream. It is time for me to go find someone to raid. We're going to save on campaign 1. Yes. We actually went down. We originally completed this campaign 51%, and we now are back to 50 because obviously they have added the entire like tourism part. I'm actually curious for my own private campaign. That is sitting at like 60% completion. I think if I actually go back to that one now, it's also going to go down by a lot. But yeah, I am excited to... let's actually save and quit. Just... Yes. Just to be sure. But yeah, I hope you had fun hanging out. I hope you guys enjoyed Town to City. Let me actually turn on some music for the last little bit of stream. I'm gonna see who we can raid. I'm never live on Sunday. Susie's still here. She's actually been snoozing the entire time. It's really cute. Let me see. Where do we go? Thank you for lurking, Magic. I appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So, fun fact, a lot of people I know are playing Minecraft for the launch of Lifesteal, but that's very different vibes than to what we were doing today because that's very intense PvP Minecraft. So I don't think that is a great match. Then a lot of the people that I normally follow, so you can definitely see that I don't stream on Sundays because everyone I follow that is live on Sundays, ASMR, 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 because that's what I usually like to do on Sunday evenings. So I'm like trying to figure out where we're going. Oh, I have an idea. Lifesteal is an SMP. And the whole point of Lifesteal is to steal someone's life. So it's a hardcore SMP, and if you die, you're dead. And then, I mean, I guess you can come back, but I don't exactly know how it works. It's like the type of Minecraft that is not really my personal content, because it's very like PvP heavy. But I know where we're going. We're gonna go to a fellow redhead who is actually celebrating her 5-year stream anniversary. And she's wonderful. I have known her since very early days of streaming, considering that I have my 5-year stream anniversary coming up in a month. So we started literally around the same time. We met on Twitter at the time and then started following each other. And over time, gotten really close. I've gotten to hang out with her multiple times. She's one of those people that it's just really lovely to have people around from when I started because so many people actually stopped. And it's really nice to have that sort of like shared history on the platform. And I know that you guys will absolutely adore her. She is currently doing a little roast segment of her stream. People submitted roasts. I don't know exactly how it works. But it seems to be chaotic, and I think it's going to be fun, and I think you guys will really like her. So we're going to go say hi to Red. But thank you all so much for hanging out. I will be back tomorrow morning because Sunday evening stream means Monday morning stream already. I'll be back tomorrow morning with a co-working stream. And then tomorrow evening, we're finally getting back to the Minecraft Forever world. I'm actually really excited. I've worked on the storage room a little bit off stream, but I think we can actually potentially finish it tomorrow. I don't know. We might. I'm going to do my best. That would be really nice. Also, thank you, mods, for putting all those links in chat. If you guys are hanging out here and you're not in the Discord, that's where I post my schedule in time zone friendly ways. That's also where you can hang out with the community outside of stream hours. If you want to follow me on any of my other socials, I'm primarily active on Instagram as of recent. If you want to check out any of my prior gaming VODs, you can do so as well. I also have a Cozy Gaming YouTube channel where I'm actually editing down the streams for Town to City, like all of the streams that I've done so far, into a little Let's Play. So if you watch today and you're like, oh, I actually really enjoyed all of this, but I would love to see how we got here. All of the episodes are up. There's 12 episodes right now, I believe. And this stream is also going to be cut down into episodes. So if you missed any of today's stream and you want to catch up, you can also do so. I post them bi-weekly and we're actually on like fully on schedule now. So the stream of today will be posted like next week and in 3 weeks. So yeah, thank you all so much for putting all of this stuff in chat. If you're going to come along on this raid, we do actually have a little raid message specifically for Pride Month, so feel free to copy pasta that. We have ones with emotes if you're sub to the channel. Otherwise, we have ones with regular emojis. And then I'm going to set up that raid to Red once we're on the end screen. But thank you so much for hanging out. I wish you a lovely rest of your time zone, and I hope to see all of you guys tomorrow. Bye-bye!